Welcome to the Book of John podcast, coming to you live. And if you didn't know, now you know that we are here. We are finally here. Long awaited, heavily debated. It's a Book of John podcast. It's an early morning. It's an early Friday morning, so hopefully you guys can catch up if you're on the other side of the world. And if not, you're here with me on the regular degular. Now, so many things to cover, so many things to talk about. Man, can we get to them all today? Maybe not. But maybe we will. But if we do touch on a topic that you might like, then that's great for you. But if not, hey, maybe tomorrow. I think to myself every day I wake up, I think, am I preparing myself for the best John today? It's like all about preparation. And then how hard do you go with that preparation? And once and for always, I don't own the rights to any music that is played on my podcast. So if you're going to sue me because I ain't got it for you, buddy. Not at all. Not at all. So, you heard that. We know where to go from there. But back to the topic, preparation is everything. You know, you look at the most successful people in life, and their preparation is second to none. The Floyd Mayweathers, the Michael Jordans, the LeBron Jameses, the Kevin Durant. Should I go on with my list? Hopefully not, because you get the point. But definitely, preparation is everything. And are you preparing yourself mentally, physically, to dominate your day? Can you dominate your day? Hopefully you can, because if you're not dominating your day, what is the purpose of going through your day halfway? Do you get it? Hopefully you do. Man, that was you might want to rewind that if you're listening to this podcast, because that is everything. You have to look at the people around you. Are they putting everything into their day to dominate their day? Because more than likely they're not. And if they're not, then what's the purpose of living a halfway life? Man, excuse me. But yeah, even when you cook your breakfast, are you making sure that those nutrients are going to carry on throughout the day? Are they going to make you stronger, feel better? You know, so on and so on and so on. No cliche. But definitely, you know, you're sabotaging yourself if you're not going hard for yourself, essentially. You got to be the best you today, because I guarantee you everybody else is being the best them. So you want to be the best you when you wake up. Definitely. And I think number 2, second to preparation, is the follow through. Are you following through with anything that you do? Hopefully you are. Because if you're not, it's like, what is the purpose of you not following through on your shot? All the great shooters in life, they follow through. They make sure. All the great leaders, they follow through. Whether they're murdering a whole tribe, whether they're, I don't know, they're following through. So you don't have to question their leadership, their integrity, and what they do. You know what I mean? The follow through is always second to none. So, getting on the brighter side of things, how are you doing? I think that's the first thing. You should always have a welcoming spirit when you're talking to anybody. You definitely want to engage because you never know what they have to offer you mentally, spiritually. I think a lot of people miss out on that, especially the introvert people, because who are you talking to? Yourself all the time? So you're not balancing your ideas where they need to be balanced and bounced. So when I really, shout out to the producer that made this beat. It's a wonderful beat. As I sit here today, I think I need to get my hair cut and my beard shaved, and I'm just too tired to do it. And I think I want to get pampered today. So that is gonna happen. So back to that, my point. Are you communicating? Are you reaching out? Are you conversing with people Are you engaging? That's the right word I was looking for, engage. You got to engage people around you because you never know what they have to offer. And I think we engage with so many things that involve this, the inventory of self. Looking in our phones all the time. We're all on the internet. We're on the cable. We're doing everything by ourselves. Like, you got to realize that life is not a one-player sport. It's more than two. It's more than 3, 4, 5, 6, and a 7, and an 8. So you definitely got to get out there and engage. You got to live your life. You got to talk to people that you don't want to talk to. You got to reach out. Because if you're not reaching out, that means you're a reptile and you have no arms. Maybe a snake. Oh, man. But yeah, I say that the majority of the positions that have came in my life that have uplifted myself came from engaging people that I wouldn't say I probably wouldn't engage with, wouldn't talk with, wouldn't have a conversation. And those relationships have fostered into great things. So the first step I said was preparation. Second step is the follow through. The third is engage. And then the fourth is manipulate the variables. This is a science experiment. You got to manipulate the variables going on around you. Because if you're not, it's like, it's like, what will I say? It's a science experiment gone wrong when you're not manipulating the variables. You don't know what to expect. So therefore, what you won't be looking for the right results. That's what I'm trying to say. If you're not properly manipulating the variables, you don't know what results to look for. And then what will I say? Number 5 is I probably say observing the results, expecting the results, knowing that you'll get the results that you want. It is very, very important because most people start things and not expect to even look at the results or even want those results. So it's like you have to follow through to get to the end to receive those results. It's very difficult because most people don't do that. So put this in reflection. You got to see it through whether you're going to lose or you're going to win. You got to see it through to the end in every daily aspect. You got to see it to the end. Don't leave open-ended things. You know, when you let stuff fester and you don't get your true result, it always ends bad. It always ends bad. Oh, man. Yesterday, met up with a friend that I haven't seen in a long time. And I just had to get over that hump. I had to get over that hump mentally. So now that I've got over that hump mentally, now I can go to another goal and accomplish something else. It's definitely just about following through, getting those things out of the back of your mind. Clear your inventory in your brain. You got to clear it all the way out and go for what you know. Definitely. This is the podcast. If you didn't know, now you know. This is the Book of John podcast. My name is John, a.k.a. Duger, a.k.a. 21, a.k.a. 00, a.k.a. so many nicknames. Francis is what I mainly go by, Francis. Jonathan Francis St. James Anderson Jr., that's your host for the most. Yes, indeed. So, pretty soon, we're going to stop this podcast. Probably going to have an interview later on today. But if not, I don't know what to tell you. I'm bringing my mic everywhere. So every day is a holiday or an extended vacation. And we're going to keep it simple. That was just a quick little start off for your day. I'm going to try to do one of these, maybe 2 to 3 of these every week. Just to do them. Because I said I was going to do them. I got to knock it out the park and get them done. So this is the first. It's probably not long enough. But hey, it's going to happen. And it's happening right now. The podcast has finally arrived. And it's very short. This is just an introduction. And that's what it's meant to be. So thank you very much for tuning in. And this is the Book of John podcast. And we're glad to have you. And hopefully you're glad to have us. Peace.